Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk here on TV 35. I am your host, Pat Brock, and we're here at the campus of the Trinity Christian Crusaders, and it is basketball season. And of course, we've got their head coach with us, and believe it or not, one of the assistant coaches, his dad is with us today. Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing very well.
Doing well.
Nice to see you both. Listen, Coach, we want you to really introduce yourself to the people. Tell us about your career, where you started, and then, of course, now ending back here with your alma mater.
Well, I originally started at East Lawrence. My sophomore year, my junior year, I transferred over to Trinity. And I finished my junior and senior year here at Trinity, graduated from Trinity, moved on to Savannah State, transferred back to GMC to further my education here. I'm still currently in school. And now they got me out here coaching. I've been the assistant coach for the past 3 years here with Robbie Foskey. And he stepped down, and I was the next man up. So now I'm the head man in charge. I love it. I love it.
Congratulations to you. Of course, we were talking off camera. You said you like to be in charge.
I do. I like being the man in charge. I like calling the shots.
All right. Well, you're definitely calling the shots. How was it for you to transition from being the assistant to the head coach and having that responsibility?
I think my main thing was just really grasping that I'm in control now. I got to do everything now. That learning the process and being the man in control. I'm the man that has to make all the final decisions now. I got the last say so now, and I like it. Before I got into it, I just didn't really know that was the thing that it came with. But I love it. I love it.
A lot comes with it. Of course, your dad right here, he's not a stranger to the game. Talk to us a little bit about you, about where you started out, of course, and then to where you are now.
All right. Okay. I originally started coaching back in '91 over in Dodge, which is my alma mater. Coached there for 2 years, and then I came over to East Lawrence, and I was there for 2 years. And then I came back, coaching. And he's been around the game for a while. He was in the 4th grade. He went to camp with us, and we put him in, dressed him out with the JV, and he played. So he's been there for a while, so he's learning the game, at a young age. So he's and to be on this as his assistant makes me really proud, to see the man that he's become. Just really proud of him.
And when you think about the legacy that you're leaving behind, of course, your mom and dad are both athletes, and they've had their names written up in the lights, everywhere. And myself playing against your mother. And so for me, it's just an honor really to be here, to stand before you both, and to see you in the position that you are and the man that you've become. Talk to us about your coaching philosophy and your style of coaching, because it's a lot different from playing and then having to coach the game of basketball.
Well, my motto is trust the process. I mean, they see it every way. The process is a bunch of different things. You never know what the process is for that day. The process changes daily. I mean, whatever that game plan is on that day, that's how we got to show up, and we got to trust that process is going to work. We want to play fast-paced basketball. That's how I grew up. That's all I know. I mean, so I want to instill fast-paced basketball into these guys. And I think these guys are really buying in. With my dad sitting here, Coach Hobbs, Coach Ward sitting on the sideline with me. I think these guys this is the best coaching staff, I would say, hands down, to have for these guys here. So, I mean, I love it. I love these kids and this process that we got going on.
That's good. That's good.
It's everything.
That's good. And you've got to have that heart. You've got to have the heart for the game and the heart for the players, because they see through your eyes, especially when you're really trying to train them and teaching these fundamentals.
Yes, ma'am.
I always believe this, and I always talk about these fundamentals. I mean, those things have to be learned, and those things have to be ingrained, and there has to be a type of repetition in that. And so, Coach Flowers, for you, when you talk about, he says he wants to do this fast pace, there's a lot of things that you got to be patient with the process of things. What do you see out here with these young men?
Well, I've seen a lot of growth since, that from the first day of practice or actually tryouts, they've come a long way. And they're working hard, and they are trusting the process. We're not where we want to be, but we're getting there.
That's good. And as long as you're moving forward, tell us about how this season has been going.
Right now we're sitting at 5-6. We started off rough. We just really started getting our groove right after this break we just had. And so we just got in the region play last night, took a tough loss by 2. Things didn't go our way. we missed a couple of big shots. I mean, it happens. It's basketball. But we're moving on to Friday. We got another region game Friday. We go down to Edmund Burke. And so we're going to come prepared to play, and we're going to tie this region up 1-1.
That's right. And, as we're looking out here, there's several things that you all are working on. What things do you see that is a necessity that you all are working on, that you see the improvement in these boys?
Mainly, my main concern from the start of the season was our size inside. We're not a big team. We have probably 2 or 3 bigs on our team right now. So my main thing was rebounding, and boxing out was really our worst asset at the beginning of the season. So lately, after this break, they really showed me a lot where we're learning, and whatever we're saying in here in practice is really setting in their mind to learn how to box out and get bigger down there.
That's good. And, I've been watching a lot of basketball, and of course, within all of the schools, the thing that I notice is about boxing out. And I'm like, man, I remember we would go over a particular drill for boxing out. We would go over for a long, just constantly going over about boxing out, and that was so important. I see now where they shoot these jump shots and they just looking. What do you? They're just,
Exactly.
They're just like, they just looking.
They're just looking, exactly. I don't know what to say about that, but it's so. We're working on that, you won't stand there and look at it, but we're teaching them to follow the shot.
That's right.
And they're doing it.
And so when you first started coaching and today, what do you see differently?
A lot, it's well, for now, the pace of the game is slowed down a lot here. And the dedication is there, but what you got now, what I see is a lot of the video game.
Oh.
Everybody want to be the Steph Currys, and they're not quite that. So that's they're not working as hard as they should be.
Right.
That's the biggest difference from when I first started to now. The kids not working as hard as they should be.
We didn't have the distractions. I know during our time there were no technological distractions.
He didn't
for
even
us.
have a 3-point line.
We didn't either, not until my senior year. And I remember when they were putting that line down, we were looking at it like, golly. And so there are a lot of things that have changed. But the things that still remain the same, and I'm sure you two can agree, is the game of basketball.
Oh, yeah.
The game of basketball. And so, Coach, who are some of the standouts this season? Because I know we're going to meet the seniors, of course, and your some of your starting players. Who've been some of the standouts?
Well, for me, big standout for me has been, I got Alex Cook, Tyler Hester, David Coleman, Gabe Meadows. Alex is really, he's a different breed. He can really do anything you want him to do. He can go anywhere you want him to go on the court. He can go to the block. He can shoot the ball. It's just having the fact of getting him in the game and where to put him at in that game. And then you got Tyler, who's a shifty guard, he's probably the fastest on any team that in GISA. He can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball really well. Then you got Gabe, he's just crafty. You never know what you're gonna get with him. You don't know if he's gonna be aggressive tonight, if he's gonna be laid back tonight. You just never know with these guys. We got a good group of guys, and the fact that they're buying into this system is I'm loving it. That they respect me at 22. Me being out a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, I just graduated high school. The respect they show me, I love it. I love it.
That's good. That's good. So we are excited. We're excited about what the rest of this season has and holds for you guys as it unfolds. And good to see you out here in this position. Continue to stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
We know you're the one in charge, but of course he's the one that's truly in charge. So
always.
And Dad, good to see you out here. I know it feels good for you to be out here with your son, and of course to be out in this game again. And to be able to give your wisdom to these young men.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. He. Speaking of in charge, when he asked me to help him out, he reminded me. He said, "No, I'm the head coach." And I said, "Yeah, you got it." But I will say this too. I think he's going to be a great one, not only because he's my son, but he listens. He listens. He'll ask, "Well, what do you think? We do need to do this, and do we need to do that?" So that shows growth and with the willingness to learn. And so I think that's going to play a great deal of importance down the line.
Very good. And that shows signs of a true leader, willing to always learn and always grow. Good to see you, Coach.
You too.
Coach T.K. Flowers.
Yes, ma'am.
And his dad, Coach Timothy Flowers.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Cannon, President of Citizens Bank of Lawrence County. If you're presently a customer of ours, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to be your bank. We appreciate the confidence you have placed in us and enjoy providing you with the most up-to-date banking products and services to satisfy your needs. If you're not a current customer, we would like to invite you to stop by and let us show you true community banking at its best. We concentrate on our local community, doing our part to make Dublin and Lawrence County a better place to live, work, play, and retire. We recently introduced 2 new products, eStatements and Access Now, our mobile banking app. Both of these products will help to make banking with us more convenient and will also help to provide you with a safer and more secure banking experience. So for all your banking needs, just give us a call or stop by and let us show you personal banking at its best. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
There's nothing quite like a delicious meal with friends and family. That's why the newest and most exciting restaurant is now open in downtown Dublin, the Local Yokel Cafe. We specialize in serving breakfast, brunch, and lunch all day, 7 days a week to ensure each meal is a great one. Whether you're having our huge portions of eggs Benedict, omelets, or waffles in the morning, or our giant hamburger steak platter or jaw-dropping turkey avocado wrap for lunch, we are ready to please you. Breakfast, brunch, and lunch, it's what we do. The Local Yokel Cafe in downtown Dublin and next to Georgia Military College.
All right, now it's your opportunity to meet some of the players here at Trinity, Christian, and we've got this young man to my right, a senior. How are you?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing very well. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Listen, we want you to share with us a little about you because I think this is our first time talking
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
So share with the people out there about you, about your family, and of course your time here at Trinity, okay?
My name is Leroy. I've been going to Trinity Christian School since K-5. My parents are Billy and Cheryl Leroy. And I go to Dudley Baptist Church.
Very nice. Now, your senior year,
Yes, ma'am.
what made you decide to come back to play ball your senior year?
I've always enjoyed basketball, and I regret that I didn't play my 10th and 11th grade years. And
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of pickup basketball the last 2 years, and that's what made me decide to come back out.
And we're glad to have you back out, man. And so how's this season been for you?
I'm enjoying it, enjoying the practices. We're getting better as a team, learning how to play good team ball.
And you're a shooting guard, so, I mean, you got to have some good form.
Yes, ma'am.
How consistent are you when it comes to shooting?
Shooting's always been one of my strong points in basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And so here it is, you're a senior. This is, coming back after a couple of years off.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what has changed about you as an athlete?
I think I've learned how to play team ball better since I've been out. And I'm older, so I can be more of a leader for the team.
Like you matured quite
Yes,
a bit,
ma'am.
right? All right, and so here it is, you've got a young coach.
Yes, ma'am.
And so he was an assistant for a few years, and of course he wasn't here while you were here, right?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
All right, so here it is now. How is it for you working with Coach Flowers?
I like Coach Flowers. He's an encourager. He's always an upbeat coach, and I always wants everybody.
All right, very good. Now here it is, your senior year. What is next for you, young man? I'm going to bring you in about right here. You stay about right here.
I'll be going to Meadows, Georgia for 2 years, and then I haven't decided where I'm going to transfer yet.
All right, are you ready for this year to be over, or you kind of like,
Kind of both ways.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm
things.
ready to graduate, but I'm not ready for the adult world.
I don't know, but it's going to be here before you
Yes,
know it,
ma'am.
isn't it? All right, well, listen, it's a pleasure meeting you. We wish you nothing but success and continue to do well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, we've got Mr. Number 1 with us, Tyler Hester. Hi, Tyler.
How you doing?
Doing very well. It's your senior year.
That's it. I'm
Oh,
here.
my Lord. How does that feel for you?
It's bittersweet, Feels like yesterday I was just now getting to high school.
Oh, my gosh. And here you are. Talk to us about how this year's been going. Tell us about, your career and the sports that you play.
We started off slow with basketball. We finally got it down. I think we're going to turn around the second half of the season, make a run for the playoffs.
That's right. And now you play other sports.
I do. I play soccer. Soccer and track. That's what I'm going to do.
Which one's your main sport?
Soccer.
Soccer, of course it is. It's always good to see you out there on the field. Tell us about your family. Tell us some things that you've been doing this year.
I'm the son of Ray Hester, and what you see is what you get. I'm either at Trinity or at church.
Yeah.
Either at practice.
And so here it is, your senior year. There's an expectation about you being a leader on this team. What kind of skills, what kind of attributes do you have that makes you a good leader?
Well, other than just athletic abilities, you gotta be vocal.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to uplift others, because I've been there. I know what it's like to make bad plays and then just tear yourself down. But you always having that senior or that that role model on the team always helps.
That's right. And what position are you?
I'm the point guard.
Oh, I've got to give you a high five on that.
Point guard?
Yes, point guard and shooting guard. And there's a lot of responsibility that hangs on you.
That's right.
I mean, and so, you know, when that clock starts ticking and, you know, you got to call a play and you got to, you know, execute, what feeling do you have coming down that court and you're seeing all those people out there in the stands cheering you guys on?
You know, I mean, I love it. I love our student section. I love all the people that come out this year. We've had a lot more come out. Makes me motivated.
Yeah.
Makes me make my team motivated.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we just want to show them what we got.
That's right. And of course, you guys got a big game coming up, you know, for region.
do.
And, you know, and like you say, the coach was saying how you all started off a little bit slow. What do you say? What do you say to your team to really motivate them, to kind of push them? You know what I'm saying? What do you say?
Us seniors, we tell them to do it for us because this is our last year.
It is.
We want this to be our last, and that's about it, really. I mean, we want like once we leave, we want the basketball team to be able to move on and do what we did and do better.
You want to leave a legacy behind, really.
That's right.
And so with you playing several different sports, okay, there's a lot of things. I mean, you got soccer season. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff that's coming down the pipe as well. And so by the end of this school year, what do you want the kids, the people, to remember you by?
Well, first of all, a good Christian.
Yeah.
Second of all, a good athlete and a good leader. And third of all, good at grades. You know, that's not my first right now.
That's not your first right now.
We're worried about sports right now.
I hear you. I hear you. And
But,
so, what's next for you after high school?
I'm going to Georgia Military College. I'm going to go there for my first 2 years. I'm going to transfer to. Plan is go to Georgia.
Bulldogs all
That's
the
right.
way.
That's right.
And so, now are you planning on playing sports, or are you just going to go for academia?
I might. I'm not sure if a really good offer that I can't turn down comes up, then I'll take that route.
So an
but
offer you can't refuse.
That's right.
You'll take it.
That's right. I
All
will.
right. Well, we look forward to seeing you play the continuing of this year in all your sports, and of course to see what in store for you after high school.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good to see you, son.
Good to see you.
Thank you. We're having a wonderful opportunity to meet the players here at Trinity Christian, the seniors, and we've got another senior with us, Mr. Gabe Meadows. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Gabe, you've been having a very busy career in high school with sports. Share with us, okay?
Yes, I play football, basketball, track, and soccer.
And out of these sports, which one's your main sport?
Football,
Football. What position are you?
wide receiver, and running back.
How is it for you playing with your brother?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but all in all, we love each other, so it's fun to play with them.
And to see your parents out there, to see your family out there, how does that feel for you to see them supporting you guys the way they do?
They support us in everything we do. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're just playing sports or anything.
Yeah.
They love us and take care of us, and I'm just so thankful for them.
And make sure you tell us who they are.
They're Rusty and Krista Meadows.
You know I had to give that for you, Krista. And now listen, Gabe, so here it is. I mean, you guys now, your record's 5-6. Tell us what's changed. What are you working on for yourself personally to improve for this season?
For me personally, I'm working on finishing around the rim. Sometimes I'll get a little out of control. I'm trying to draw the foul, and then sometimes I'll try and shoot the layup when I need to pull up for a jump shot, so I'm trying to work on that.
Just kind of getting the, I think that as an athlete, you've got to have that mental stability, being able to see the court at all angles and to be able to make those sound judgments and decisions. And so as a leader, tell us, what do you do as a leader to encourage your team?
Well, it's not just me, it's our whole senior group. We're a great group, and every day we try and encourage everyone, even if they're having a rough day or anything. We try and encourage them just to help them do better, and whenever someone gets after a loose ball or they're on the floor, we run over there and pick them up.
Yeah, and as a guard, I absolutely love my years with basketball. Love, love, love. And so for me, defense was so important. What is one of the most important things for you in the key position that you have?
I guess me, I'm one of the more skilled defenders. Me and Colin Crozier are one of the best. And we like to take a lot of charges, even though it may hurt sometimes. We do it for the team.
That's good. I mean, we used to slap the floor like You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all still do that? I mean, is that too old-fashioned? They no
Not
longer
really,
do
but
that?
if we're not playing good defense, TK will get on to us.
And so how is it for you having Coach Flowers as your coach?
It's great. I mean, he's been there. I've actually played with him, so I grew up around him.
Right.
And he's real fun to play with. He jokes around a lot. He's not too uptight, and but whenever we're not doing what we're supposed to, he gets serious, and you need that in a coach.
And we're watching you guys here at practice. I mean, you guys are like nonstop. Is that how it always is?
Yes, ma'am. It's always nonstop. If we're not doing what we're supposed to, we're either on the line running or we're doing drills. If we have a break, it's not more than a minute long.
Yeah. We see everything's timed. So what do you do to keep your balance with everything? Because you have a lot going on. How do you balance everything, and how do you even have a social life? Or do you have one of those?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I mean, it gets hard sometimes, especially with schoolwork and with college classes, but every split second you either got to be studying or playing sports or, I mean, or studying the Bible or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always got your hands full.
Always got your hand full. And you're dual enrolled.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what is next for you after high school?
Well, I want to go to either Berry or Swanee College and play football and have a 4-year degree in athletic training, and then go to Augusta to do a 3-year in physical therapy.
You've already gotten your life planned out.
Oh, it can change. I don't know.
Subject to change, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But we wish you nothing but the best. We look forward to hearing great things from you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Meadows, ladies and gentlemen.
When this last storm came through, I think it was Sandy, we were out for 7 or 8 days. And we were the only ones with power. When the power goes out, there's probably about a 6 or 8 second delay, and then we get a staged recovery. It takes less than a minute, but everything's on within a minute. The furnace is running, the lights are on, the TV's on, the washer, the dryer, the oven, everything. To me, this generator has paid for itself several times. If I lost power right now, these pipes could very easily freeze in probably a day or two, and that would cause significant damage. And maybe insurance would cover it once, but I really don't want to go through having my walls torn out and the pipes replaced. My family's going to be safe and secure in my house because of this generator. That gives you that feeling of security that, to me, is priceless.
Would you like the peace and security starting today? Then call the City of Dublin Natural Gas. The City of Dublin Natural Gas, the smart choice.
For over 21 years, JT Hanna has provided Dublin and Middle Georgia with quality promotional products and superior service you can count on. JT Hanna specializes in screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We also provide customers with original artwork and logos through our talented in-house design. Our website makes designing and ordering t-shirts easy. You can design, choose from an uploaded template, or upload your own custom logo to easily create a lasting impression. Customers can also create purchase sites to make selling shirts for fundraisers or events easy and stress-free. Whether you need promotional items for your company or next event, JT Hanna can help. We take pride in delivering the highest quality products, and we take pride in serving you. Try us. I think you'll like us. Contact us today at 478-274-1267 or visit us on the web at jthanna.com.
All right, this young man right here, we've seen him many times, and of course his name's been mentioned by, it seems like, everyone that I've interviewed. Mr. Alex Cook, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. You know, every time I look in your face, I'm like, you look exactly like your dad. It's just uncanny. Share with us about you and your family.
My name's Alex Cook. I'm a senior here at Trinity Christian School. I'm in the Beta Club, and I play basketball and golf.
Very nice. And so you're involved in volunteer stuff as well. Tell us about your volunteer work you've been doing.
Yes, I volunteer at Fairview Park Hospital, and that's during the summer. And that's about 3 or 4 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you wanting to go into the medical field?
Considering it. I'm not sure exactly yet what
Just
I'm
kind
going to
of
do.
on the fence. You're just kind of seeing how things go.
Yes,
and so for your senior year, boy, you've got a lot of last things that you're doing.
I do.
You know, how's it been going for you?
It's going pretty quick, but we're having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, enjoying everything.
And you know, the guys look up to you out here on this basketball court. How does that make you feel, having that responsibility on your shoulders where so many are looking up to you?
Yes, and I take it seriously. I know it's important to teach all the younger guys, pass on all the things we need to know, like in basketball and everything else we do. So I take it seriously.
And you know, are you pretty cool and calm on the court whenever there's, you know, where do you think you get that from?
I guess my dad, he doesn't show a lot of emotion either, but I just try to stay calm.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of guys are not that way. I mean, you know, and how do you handle a loss? So how do you handle a loss? Because as a leader, you've got to be able to kind of spring back. You've got to be able to kind of pick up your teammates. How do you handle a loss, and how do you help your team?
Yes, man. We just try to keep your emotions in check and understand you got to learn from it and try to get better.
Absolutely. And you've been playing for a while. In what ways have you seen yourself improve, like from when you first started to where you are today?
Well, I guess obviously my skills have improved as work during summer and during the basketball year, but I think my leadership has improved since I had to be a leader kind of at a young age since we didn't have a lot of seniors when I was a sophomore and junior, so I guess that's improved the most.
And so here you are. Wow. And so, you know, when you talk about your senior year, when you talk about a lot of things that your last things that you're going to do, what legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be remembered by when you leave here at Trinity?
Yes, ma'am. I just always want to have a good legacy, a good person, and someone that worked hard and did their best at everything they do.
That's right. And you're proving that. You're proving that. And so now, after graduation, you know, we're fast forwarding a little bit, which is only a few months off. When you really think about it,
I know.
after that Christmas break, man, it's like this.
It's crazy.
What are your plans? What is it that you want to do?
I'm not sure what college to go to yet. Maybe Georgia or Georgia College.
Yeah.
And I'm still considering. I got a lot of things I'm considering. Yes,
you got
ma'am.
some options.
Yes, ma'am. So
Isn't it
still
good
looking.
to have options?
It is.
Alex?
It is. I'm interested in a lot. So.
Yeah. And well, we know that you're going to do well. We know that you're going to succeed, and we're so excited about how this season is going for you. And the best is still yet to come.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you.
Thank you. This is Mr. Alex Cook, ladies and gentlemen, Trinity Christian. All right, we've got a couple of juniors with us that are going to share with us. And of course, we're not asking them to solve world hunger, but they're here to kind of share with us about themselves and, of course, their time here at Trinity and now here on the basketball court. All right, young man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Good. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
All right, share with us, okay?
All right. My name's Taylor King. My parents are Dan and Tawana King, and I play basketball, and I'm a junior.
How long have you been playing basketball?
Since elementary.
Since elementary school. Of course, you got your sister here and your brother here.
It's great.
It is awesome. And so for you, I mean, as a junior, you're starting your down low post. Tell us about how that's been for you in that position.
It's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it.
What things do you have to work on for you?
Probably my post moves, for sure.
You have plenty of them?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Very good, very good. All right, young man, talk to us, Mr. Crozier.
My name is Colin Crozier, and my parents are Clint and Christy Crozier. I'm a junior, and I play football, basketball, and soccer.
Wow, so many sports. And your main sport is?
Soccer.
Soccer. And so now, how long have you been playing basketball?
Since elementary.
Since elementary. So you two have been together all these years, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you guys find like you're kind of like a family, the close-knitness that you all have on the teams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And what position are you?
I'm a guard.
You're a guard. Very nice. And so, fellas, I mean, how has it been for you being coached by Coach Flowers?
It's been exciting. He brings a lot of energy to practice. So
and he's a young coach, so that makes a
young,
difference.
yes,
I don't think I've ever had a coach that young.
Yeah, he's a great coach. We all enjoy him.
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, you guys share with us about your family because we're kind of talking offline a little bit. You know, it's important to have that support system, you know, in all that you do. Tell us what it feels like for you to be able to see your family out there supporting you in all that you do.
It's just great because, I mean, they travel 3 hours to go watch us play, and sometimes we might not play as much, but they're there.
Yeah.
Bad game, good game, either way.
They're always there.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. What about you, sir?
It's great seeing them out there. It shows me how much they care. So I like them supporting me.
That's good. And you know, your junior year, I mean, I really enjoyed my junior year in high school, but it's also a time too where you really have to start thinking about your future, even though you're not in the senior status yet, but you still kind of have to, with the courses that you're taking and the things that you're having to think about. And so you've been thinking about college already?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
What have you been thinking about?
We've looked at Georgia Southwestern and Barry College.
Are you wanting to play a sport when you go to college?
Yes, I'd like to, yes, ma'am.
All right. What about you, sir?
I don't want to play sport.
Yeah.
I want to
You just want to go there and academics and
Yes, ma'am.
all the way?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And so your junior year, guys, man, you're out here on this basketball court. Everybody's cheering you on. You don't want to let them down.
I know.
You know, and of course I know that you don't consider yourselves as the seniors, of course, the leaders, but there's always some qualities about you that makes you a leader to some. Tell us what qualities that you possess that would make you a good leader.
I guess just being vocal and being able to talk to your teammates and communicate.
Do you keep a cool head, or do you kind of get a little crazy sometimes?
I can get a little crazy.
What about you?
Good attitude.
Yeah. Even when you, what about when you lose? How do you handle that?
You still gotta keep your head up and just
Yeah.
forget about it and just move on from it.
And move on from. You seem to be easygoing. Is that how you
Yes,
always
ma'am.
are?
I am.
Very nice. All right. Well, listen, fellas, we're looking forward to seeing you two out there on the field in every aspect, every sport that you play.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
want you to continue doing great things. Continue to be an encouragement to your other teammates, because whether you know it or not, they're always watching.
That's right.
They're always watching. There's always going to be a young man who's looking up to you.
Yes,
Whether
ma'am.
you believe that or not, they're always going to do that. So great to see you, Mr. Crozier.
Thank you.
And Mr. King.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've met some of the players here at Trinity Christian. You've met the seniors. You've met some of the juniors. You've talked with some of the coaches just to kind of see how this season has been going and, of course, where it is yet to go. We're so proud of them. We're proud of the work that they're doing now and that they're continuing to do. That's all the time we have for Real Talk here on TV 35. And please keep watching and go Crusaders.